Hello everyone, today we are going to demonstrate how we can export map file from EasyDITA and edit in structured FrameMaker. We are also going to show the difference when we export map file with and without dependencies. For that, let us go to our EasyDITA content library and navigate to the map file we want to export. Before exporting the map file, let's select the map file to see how all the topics are structured to create the document under this map file. Now, to just download the data map, select the data map, right-click, select Download, and save it to your folder as No Depend. Now, to download the data map file with the dependency, again select the map file, right-click, and then this time select Download plus Dependencies, and save this file as Depend. Now both of the map files with and without the dependencies are saved in our folder in our computer. So when we just download the map without dependency, it just saves the map file. But when we download with dependencies, all of the reference content are also downloaded as a zip file. When both of these map files are saved in our folder, we can open them in structured FrameMaker and make some edits to compare the difference between map download and map download plus dependencies when we upload them back into EasyDITA. Now we're going to open this both file and edit in structured FrameMaker.
I've got structured FrameMaker open to work with the EasyDITA files. I've gone a step further from Neelam's downloaded files. I've unzipped the dependencies bundle. I've renamed the ditamap within the bundle so it's easier to track the changes. So let's go back to structured FrameMaker. I'm already in structured frame mode, so I can just open up my ditamap. I'm going to open up my ditamap with no dependent files. I've opened my ditamap and you can see all the topics in my ditamap. If I double-click a topic, nothing happens. When I switch to document view, you can see that there's nothing within the document. If I change to XML mode, you can see that my ditamap topics are defined in the topic ref tag. You can see the titles, when I looked in Resource Manager view, were defined by and the href attribute defines the link path. I'm going to switch back to Resource Manager view. I want to change the name of my first topic. I can see that my first topic is using the remote mouse for the first time. I'm going to go back to XML view and just change the nav title attribute. I'll change it to something memorable. I'll switch back to Resource Manager view, and you can see that the title's changed. I'm going to do a few different changes. Firstly, I'm going to change Contact Us so that it's a standalone topic. Then, I'm going to change Open the Control Panel so it's the last topic in troubleshooting. I'm going to click Save, and I'm going to close this because I'm done for now. I'm going to do the exact same thing with my ditamap with dependencies. Firstly, I'm going to open this. You can see that the icons changed to XML tags for my ditamap with dependencies. If I double-click any topic, the topic actually opens. If I switch to document view for my ditamap, you can see that there's actually content in it, and you can see that there's links to topics. I'm going to do exactly what I did to my ditamap with no dependencies, and I'm going to switch the first topic name. I still find it easier to use XML view and just change the nav title attribute. So I'm going to just change it to the same thing I changed in my ditamap with no dependencies. And I'm going to hit save. I'm going to switch back to what you see is what you get. And you can see it's changed here. I'm going to check if this actually changed for my topic. It hasn't changed, so I'm just going to manually change the topic name. And I'm going to click Save for my topic. I'm going to change the hierarchy of my topics like I did with my node dependency map. So I'm going to change to Contact Us to a standalone topic, I'm going to change the order of open the control panel. And I'm going to hit save. And I'm going to close. I'm going to save my depend ditamap and copy it and keep it as a separate file. I'm still going to keep my depend ditamap within this bundle. And I'm going to rezip this so Neelam can compare 3 scenarios. Neelam's going to re-upload the files back to EasyDITA. She's going to compare the map with no file dependencies, the ditamap we edited with file dependencies but as a standalone, and the ditamap dependency zip file. I'll bring it back to Neelam.
Now after we edited the both map file with and without dependency in the structured FrameMaker, we're going to upload back to EasyDITA to see what changes occur in our ditamap file. So let's go back into our EasyDITA content library. Select File to upload and select, this time we're going to select User Guide Audience No Dependency Ditamap file, open, select Upload Location, and we're going to save inside the mouse dock. Select and then upload. So when we see inside this mouse dock folder, we see the User Guide Audience No Dependency Ditamap file. When we select that map file, as we can see, the title didn't change but the hierarchy changed. Now we can close this map file, and now we're gonna upload the map file with the dependency into our EasyDITA. For that, again, select Files to upload, and this time we're just gonna select User Guide Audience Dependency Ditamap file on its own, open, select Upload Location, and we're going to select inside the mouse dock folder. Select and upload. Now, when we see inside this folder, we can see User Guide Audience Depend Ditamap file. When we open that map file, we see the same change. The title didn't change, but the hierarchy changed. Now let's close this ditamap file, and now we are going to upload dependency map file as a zip folder back into EasyDITA. Again, for that, select Files to upload, and let's select the User Guide Audience Dependency Ditamap file as a zip file, open, select Upload Location. We're going to select inside the Post FrameMaker folder, select and upload. Now, when we click on this Post FrameMaker folder, we can see this folder, User Guide Dependency Ditamap file. And when we select this ditamap file and open it, now we can see the content also changed correctly as well as the hierarchy. So let's close this map file, and if we need to edit content of ditamap file outside of EasyDITA, we need to download ditamap plus the dependency and upload back as a zip file, not just a ditamap file, even if we download it as the dependencies. Thank you for watching.